I ran into somebody at the grocery store earlier that I haven't seen for a couple years. And so we're interacting. I ended up, inviting her to a party or something tomorrow night. But she has some
Yeah.
body language that I was kind of curious your take on it, what you would
Yeah.
say about it. So as I'm like pulling away from her, just kind of leaning back, I guess, she's does this body language a couple times where she like scratches the side of her mouth and her mouth is kind of open, like while I'm talking. So it'd be like kind of thing. Yeah, like that. Does that a couple times. What's your take on that?
Well, why don't you try it a few times and see what comes up in you? Everybody, this is how you learn body language, okay? This is how I learned it. Do that a few times and see what kind of thought comes up when you do that. Everybody could try that. Do it off. What kind of feeling do you get when you do that? What's the thought? What do
It's
you
kind of
get?
like I want to. It's kind of like I want to be touched or I want to be like held or something. That's
Oh, wow.
me. Yeah, it's like almost like I want to be hugged.
What about you, Hannah? What do you do it? What do you get? Come on, what do you get? Okay, Elevator Barber says not interested. Shout out to Elevator Barber from San Jose. Okay, Hannah, what do you get when you do that?
I don't know. I thought it was inappropriate.
What do you mean? You got like, you want to suck dick?
No, I
What?
thought, well, I if she's doing that.
You thought she wanted to suck dick? Is that what you're saying? When you did that, you got the idea of sucking dick?
No, I thought, I didn't get any idea when I did it. I just
I'm
thought,
trying to have you do it and see what comes up in
I
your
thought
system.
that because it's like,
No, stop. Okay, hold on.
I got
What do you get when you go like this?
like either I'm lying, I'm uncomfortable, or like that's like a
Just because I'm lying, I'm uncomfortable, or...
yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
Okay, what do you get?
I mean, I didn't know I could make it nothing and I could totally make it
No,
something,
oh
you know what
boy,
I mean?
Electra, don't go.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking Electra. You gotta go, listen, Rumi has a poem. He says, out beyond good and bad, there's a garden there. I'll meet you there. That's what Electra is 90% of the fucking time. When she is at 100, she's at 100 right now, okay? So Electra, coming down from the place where everything is,
Yeah.
there's duality in the universe, okay?
Okay.
When you go like this,
Yeah.
all right? When you
Okay.
go like that, what happens to your system? Not like in the fucking eternal life.
Yeah. It
Problem.
could either be sexual or unsureness.
Sexual unsureness.
One more.
Yeah.
It's like questioning the person.
Okay, question the person. Now, all of that, by the way, is very correct because those are all true. But there's more to it. We can't just stop there. Now, after she did that, what was the vibe or mood or what happened next? This is in combination with something. What happened after? Do you remember?
Well, I remember she was standing kind of
There's the alcohol.
hip hiked out and kind of not fully facing me, but in a very this is so interesting because it's like I want to project onto it what I want to see, you know?
No. What did you see? What was she? What was
I
the
see
body language? Was her body language interested or not?
No, I would say it's not as interested as it could be. No.
Yes, that's it. Let me tell you what that means. Look over here. I'm going to explain to you. Okay? Here's what this means. If somebody's talking to you and you do this, you're about to say something you don't agree. Yeah, this is not positive unless the body language afterwards is positive. Now, can it be sexual? It can be sexual, but after that you would know because it would become sexual.
Right.
But normally this will be resulting in a negative body language afterwards.
What I got
Yeah.
after I did it was deciding. Like if I was
Deciding, but not in a good way.
something, it
No,
would be
that's a
like,
tap.
Oh, I see.
Try the difference. Tap,
Yeah.
right? Tap and look up. Watch what happens. Everybody try this. Tap and look up. What happens?
Yeah, that's
Like you literally trigger a thought process. Tap and look up. And what happens to your system?
Thank you.
You're deciding.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else? All right, what else we got? That's good, man. That's good. That's how you learn it. So this is probably negative if her body language is negative afterwards. Okay.
It's kind of weird to do that with somebody.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so
not. She
what-
doesn't-
What's the so I just need to what would you advise me then in that situation? Like looking back, like how would I do it differently? Like what's needed to make her more comfortable in that situation?
Well, by then I think many things have happened wrong.
I
So
see.
You guys, when you engage with a woman or with any human being, you have to find out where they are. Okay? That's like a huge step. Where is that person? And how are they receiving you? Right? How do they receive your approach? You have to interact with them as like you're entering their premises. If you're going to interact with somebody, you're entering their world. So what you need to do is check to see where they are instead of just trying to show them your world the whole time.
Wow.
I'm so excited telling you about yoga that I missed that you don't even want to listen to me about yoga because your dog just died.
Yeah.
You could give a fuck, right? So you got to see where people are. This is what seduction is. Where are they? All right, where are they? And then you have to meet them there. Then from there, you have to walk with them and lead them somewhere else. That's called pacing and leading. You pace their reality. You see where they are. You pace it. You walk with them. You walk in pace. Oh, hi, then let's walk together. Let's walk together. Then suddenly you go, let's go this way a little bit. No, it's nicer here. Ba, 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 ba. You lead. You pace and lead everyone, okay? What people try to do is they try to lead and then they miss the pace.
Yes.
You start by pacing the person, then leading them later.
Quick question then. How do you, is there a balance between meeting them where they're at or finding out where they're at and demonstrating too much interest too soon?
Never demonstrate too much interest too soon. Interest has to be earned. Okay? Like, if you've seen me when we're out. I seem very uninterested in the beginning of the conversation, right? They earn my interest. I'm never like, really? Wow. Oh, then what happened? Oh, that's so fascinating. My God. Come here. Tell my friends. Look how cool she is. It's not like that. It's like I'm having a conversation like this, talk, and then they win me over time. Never, ever, as a rule, show interest too early. If you do, you fuck up. I fucked up 1,000 times. That's how I know. Okay? So if you do fuck up, that's what happens. Yeah, what else you got?
That's crazy. Just on what Chris said and what you went through about leading and pacing. I knew immediately after I said it. I was with a girl the other day and we were talking. I was talking about the nature of man and stuff like that. And as soon as I finished, I could feel it get uncomfortable. I just knew it. I'm like, fuck. And she got up and she went to the bathroom. She was so uncomfortable.
Did she go masturbate?
Yeah. Well, it was pretty quick.
So wet. She went to the bathroom. She came back and said, I'm sorry, did you just stick something in your vagina? Or what happened to you? No, okay, yeah. Girls get uncomfortable over the stupidest shit.
Yeah.
Your own girlfriends would get uncomfortable over stupid shit. You know? You don't know. You just got to be ready. You got to monitor these little creatures. They're so cute. You can't be afraid of the woman. You got to see how cute she is, okay? In all her craziness, she's cute as hell. She's little, right? She's so little. If you say boo loud enough, she runs. I'm just telling you, okay? She's not as brave and tough as you think she is. She's actually very not brave and tough. If you saw how much of a chicken shit she was, you would laugh and reconsider all the times you ever got in an argument with her. It's like arguing with a 2-year-old little baby, okay? That's why you can't use force on them. It's like, what? You're so weak, right? You're so weak. I don't care how fucking tough you think you are. You're fucking weak. All right? Relax. Relax, little girl. It's okay. To me, that's maturity. Maturity is when the man sees the woman as a little girl, but at the same time, sees her as a woman too. It's crazy. You have to treat her like a woman and a little girl simultaneously. How you do that is I don't know. You just do it because it's there. It's both there. None of this shit is unnatural. You pay attention, it's all there. Okay? Notice the things she does that's ladylike. She does her nails. She does her hair. She does her eyes. She walks a certain way. She walks good in heels. Those are lady shit. And then notice all the stuff she does that's childlike. She snorts when she laughs, or, you know what I mean? Just like funny shit. Does funny, stupid shit. And those are funny, so you bring those to attention. And it's a balance of continuously admiring the child and admiring the adult. Admiring the child and the adult. I don't think of it as an adult. I think of it like a goddess, really. I admire the goddess in her, and I admire the child, the innocence, the pure innocence, and then the goddess, the pure innocence, and then the goddess, right? Why? Because those are the two parts of her that I want to hang out with. So I never acknowledge something in somebody that I don't want to hang out with, right? Because I'm creating that inside of them by talking to them about that. The biggest mistake you make when you get in a fight with somebody is you start acknowledging the wrong things of them. You have to remind each other as quickly as possible how great what that other person is, not you. Right? If you want to end a fight, you don't remind the other person how great you are. You remind them how great they are. And if they did that to you, end the fight. A fight ends right there. Okay? It's just a backwards. Now, it's not easy, but that is the answer. How? Try it. You can even try it in your mind and it works, right? You're like, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. See, we lose our greatness when we become small and fight. Right? It's like, come on, really, you know? Like, was it that serious? Look, when the time comes to fight, there's no hesitation. Why? Because I live a certain way. So I know that my hands and my legs, my weapons aren't going to fly out of my system unless they're called for. See, I'm not going to be the guy who loses my cool and hits somebody. So when it's time to hit somebody, there is no hesitation anymore. I've gone through whatever I had to go through, right? So that's how life is for me. And that's how life should be for you. There's no hesitation. When it's time to move, you move. Why? Well, the hesitation killed the samurai. Look, there's your course of action. Go. Until what? Until you get stopped. And when you get stopped, figure out a new strategy. That's growth. Growth is what? You get stopped somewhere, you fail, and you figure a way out of it. Then you grow. Think about that. Everybody wants to grow, right? Well, you have to figure out where you're stopped. Then from there, find a solution. And then you grow.